For the pampered rich who come to Monte Carlo, the urge is not only to get richer, but to test their nerve against that remorseless adversary, luck. Now, in this room, the kings of chemin de fer meet head-on. Like ex-king Faluda of Fadera, millions of francs can change hands in a single night.
Please.
Good evening, Your Majesty. I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Thank you very much. Colonel Abukir's plane has just landed.
Good.
Aren't you coming?
A minute.
Well, of course, if you're not interested.
Carte, monsieur.
When I'm ready, darling. Neuf. I'm in a winning mood tonight.
Vodka. That fella box. Sweetie, sweetie.
What happened?
He tried to kill you.
And this gentleman stopped him.
At least I should know the name of the man to whom I owe my life.
You mean you don't? Your Majesty, may I present the infamous Simon Templar?
My friend, if I were still in power, I would give you the Order of the Crescent Moon with gold leaf clusters.
Try money, my darling. As I recall, Mr. Templar, you're very fond of it.
As I recall, so is Your Majesty.
Fancy!
1,000 pardons, Your Majesty.
So, you two have met before?
Yes, I knew Her Majesty when she was a model. Tell me, sir, do people often try to assassinate you?
Assassination is an Arabic word, Mr. Templar. In my country, it is regarded as a very efficient substitute for your democratic elections.
Oh, thank you.
Major Abukir.
Salam alaikum, Mole.
Salem. You bring good news?
Indeed, sire, I do.
Well? Oh, Mr. Templar here has just saved my life. He has my complete confidence.
And my eternal gratitude. We are ready to take over the presidential palace and be in full control of the country within 2 hours of the signal.
Then everything is arranged?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Accept the money.
You are right, Your Majesty.
My part in this, Mr. Templar, is to provide $5 million from my Zurich bank in the form of my wife's jewels.
All this explains the attempt on your life this evening.
Then I will go to Zurich tomorrow.
No, Your Majesty. Let me go.
Major, you will be dead the instant you cross the Monaco border, and so would I. No. The Queen should go. A shopping trip would not be unusual.
Then please, let me go with her.
That would be too obvious and too dangerous.
But please, Your Majesty.
Must I repeat myself like a parrot? Mr. Templar, my dear wife is the only person who could do this. I want you to escort her to Zurich, collect the jewels, and bring them back. For a fee, of course.
I'm flattered, but no.
Why not?
I don't think you would like the answer.
Nevertheless.
All right, then. I'm not sure that the return of a monarch whose main claim to fame is gambling is in the best interest of the country.
How dare you?
You realize that a few years ago I could have had your head chopped off for that.
A few years back, I wouldn't have said it.
Mr. Templar, you ever been to Fadera?
Once,
Then you know what it is.
50,000 square miles of poverty-stricken desert.
Exactly. And until Ali was deposed, his entire fortune subsidized the whole country. It's almost all gone now. Spent on schools, light machinery, hospitals, almost everything that Fadera could not afford for herself.
My dear, such an overstatement is hardly likely to make Mr. Templar change his mind.
Helps.
I wouldn't dream of troubling you. You're much too busy in Monte enjoying yourself. Besides, I'm quite capable of making the trip alone.
I'll go.
Don't bother.
It's no bother. I have nothing better to do. How do we travel?
My private plane.
When?
Tomorrow morning, from Nice.
Well, Salim, they go to Zurich to collect the jewels tomorrow.
And who is they?
The Queen.
The Queen? The daughter of a London bus driver?
Faluda's wife.
With Abu Kir?
No, Colonel Farid. With Simon Templar.
It is the second time he has interfered. Ensure there is no third.
Yes, sir.
When do they leave?
In the morning, from Nice in the King's plane.
Mahmoud, you leave for Zurich tonight.
Yes, sir.
Make all the necessary arrangements. That vulgar clown of a king must not be allowed to succeed.
Good morning. Our estimated time of arrival in Zurich is 1200 hours, ma'am. Will you or Mr. Templar be wanting coffee or drinks during the flight?
We will not.
We'll take off right away then, ma'am.
As we have to spend the entire day in each other's company, there might as well be an understanding.
Oh, about what?
Why have you come?
Your husband asked me.
Is that the only reason?
No, you interest me.
Why?
Well, you're very unusual and a very beautiful woman.
And my father was a London bus driver.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Liar.
Have it any way you like.
You think we've come a long way for a former model?
Well, haven't we?
It amuses you to make a mockery of our position, doesn't it?
Oh, not at all.
We find you arrogant, smug, self-important, and impertinent. Just remember, you were hired for money, to do a job like a chauffeur or any other servant. Remember that, and perhaps our relationship will be less painful than I find it at present.
Well, Ma'am Sahib, permission to speak. May we have our lighter back, please? Thank you.
Take over, will you? Excuse me, Your Majesty. We'll be arriving in Zurich in about 20 minutes.
Well, if you'll forgive me for speaking, I've arranged for a limousine to meet us.
When do you want to take off, ma'am?
May I?
2 hours. Excuse me. Will you lunch in Zurich?
I've arranged for our meal to be delivered to the plane. Check it on board, will you?
Of course, sir.
Louis.
Oh, I'm glad our wire arrived in time.
Yes, it's so much simpler when you know in advance. After you, Mr. Templar.
Thank you.
Don't suppose you've ever seen $5 million worth of jewels.
Not since Zsa Zsa left town.
Will you sign, Your Majesty? Dupont, ouvrez.
Merci, monsieur.
Je vous en prie.
Seems your presence was unnecessary after all, Mr. Templar.
Somebody had to carry the lighter.
Why did we turn?
Get on.
Three to one, Mr. Templar. Work it out for yourself. Search him.
Against the wall.
Out, Your Majesty. Please. Sorry we have no red carpet.
I'd advise pretty strongly against that.
It will explode if forced. Naturally.
Naturally.
In that case, we'll all go up together.
Well, if you insist, why not use the key?
Excuse me, Your Majesty.
My jewels! You fool, you've bungled it!
We're alive, aren't we?
What about my jewels? $5 million worth of jewels!
Well, you can't win them all.
Take off as quickly as possible.
Is anything wrong, Your Majesty?
Don't ask any questions.
Oh, did our food arrive?
Oh, yes, sir. Good. Speaking for myself, we are famished. On the seat, sir. Thank you.
How dare you think of food at a time like this?
Oh, never mind. When we are airborne, maybe we will feel a little more peckish. Smoked salmon. Delicious. Caviar. Champagne.
Oh, you're unspeakable.
And the main course, a dish fit for a queen.
The bank manager had a duplicate case.
Tell me.
Then when we were coming out of the vaults, I switched cases. The jewels went straight to the caterers, and then here.
But why didn't you tell me?
I wanted your reaction to be normal, which it was.
It seems I ought to congratulate you.
No, not if it hurts.
You did very well. His Majesty will be most pleased.
We chauffeurs have our uses. May I offer your mame sahib a little champagne?
Thank you.
Hello, Cromwell 5. This is Uniform Whiskey. Come in, please. Do you hear me?
Coffee?
Help yourself. Pour me a cup while you're at it, will you? Message received and understood. Out. Take her down.
What is it? What's the matter?
Seem to be landing.
Where are we?
Not a clue.
I have. This time we won't fail. I've instructions to shoot you both if you give me any trouble. And I will. You sit there. And you there, Mr. Templar. Remember, one false move.
Where are we?
An abandoned flying club in the center of France. So don't expect any help. Outside.
Have you any idea where we are?
Not a clue.
You were very good back there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's the matter with it?
We are out of gas.
What do we do now?
We walk.
Walk where?
Wherever this road leads us.
We can't just walk aimlessly.
And we can't just sit aimlessly.
Well, it might be miles. I'll stay here.
Suit yourself.
Leave that.
Sorry.
I'm not going to let you walk off into the night with $5 million worth of jewels.
They are my responsibility.
They're my jewels.
I promised your husband I would deliver them to him. The only way I can do that is to keep them with me.
I'm not letting them out of my sight.
Then get moving.
Wait! Look, this is insane. We might be 50 miles from the nearest village.
There's only one way to find out.
But I can't walk in these shoes.
Then take them off.
I will not.
They are your feet.
Wait!
Well, what's the matter? Going too fast for you?
Stand still, will you? I won't. Not another step.
All right. Wait here.
Wait! I order you to wait. Pig! Beast. Hateful. I'll kill him. I can't go on. Really, I can't.
Oh, well, would you like me to carry you?
Would you?
Of course. Here, hop on. All right, comfortable?
Fine.
Good.
Can you manage?
Oh, certainly.
It might be miles.
Well, luckily, there's a garage just around there.
Put me down! Oh! Hateful. You're hateful!
Good evening. Sorry to disturb you. We're out of gas.
Where, monsieur?
A couple of kilometers up the road.
If I don't sit down, I'll fall down.
Oh, but of course, madame. Michel!
Bonsoir, madame.
You think you could help us? A couple of gans?
But of course, monsieur, I will come with you. Michel, make the lady comfortable, eh? I won't be long, eh?
You can look after this, darling.
Ow! Oh, madame. Oh, la la.
Would you like coffee, madame?
Where are we?
2 kilometers north of Etienne.
Do you have a telephone?
Oh, mais oui, madame, c'est là.
Yes?
Major Aboukir?
Your Majesty. Yes, he's right here.
Hello, Adana.
Oh, Ali. Oh, we've had a most difficult time.
Why? What happened?
Would you mind? This is very private.
Oh, pardon, madame.
It's been terrible. I can't tell you on the phone. We're stranded 2 kilometers north of Etienne.
But, darling, are you all right?
Yes, fine.
And the parcel?
With us, and quite safe.
Just a moment. Did you say 2 kilometers from Etienne? Just a moment. The railway timetable. It's in the drawer. Quickly.
Voila, monsieur. You have a hole.
How on earth do you suppose that happened?
Yes, Ali. Yes, it's all quite clear. We'll be home late tomorrow.
All right, my love. Goodbye.
Oh, I'm afraid the car is kaput. There's a hole in the tank.
But you can fix it.
Oh, tomorrow, madame.
Is there an hotel near here?
At Porcel, about 20 kilometers up the road.
Oh, can you get us a taxi?
Oh, not at this hour, monsieur, no.
But we have a room, if you and your wife would care.
Oh, we would be delighted. Wouldn't we, darling?
Bumbling incompetence. This time there will be no mistake. You understand?
Yes, sir.
No hesitation. No sentiment. This time there will be no mistake.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on, rise and shine. I'll rustle up some breakfast.
I'm starving.
Who isn't? Looking for something? Can you get me a taxi?
You see your car, monsieur?
Yes, but I've changed my mind. I can't wait for you to fix it.
Oh, no, monsieur, no more.
Can you get me a taxi?
Oh, it is Sunday, monsieur. But I will try.
Oh, by the way, how much do I owe you?
It is 15 francs for the room, monsieur, and 7 francs for madame's telephone call.
What phone call?
Last night, monsieur,
She used the phone.
to call Monte Carlo.
22 francs.
Thank you.
Merci bien.
You're welcome.
Come in.
Did you phone your husband last night?
Yes, why?
Why didn't it cross your royal mind to tell me?
I was going to tell you in the morning. We're to take a train from Porcel at 10:25. Changing at Lyon.
And who else knows that?
What do you mean?
How do you account for the reception committee in Zurich unless somebody in your husband's villa is telling them every single move we make?
That is nonsense.
Is it? Then how did they trace us here?
Here?
There's one in the garage right now. But don't you bother your royal head. I put him to bye-byes. When you're ready. Did you get a taxi?
The phone, she's busy, monsieur. But I will try again in 5 minutes. It is Pierre's wife on the phone. She talked to her mother, hein? Bonjour, monsieur, dame.
Thank you.
Madame. Fill her up. Super? Please. Ah, oui?
I get tired sitting still. Like to stretch my legs. You're rather off the tourist track, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Staying here?
Only last night.
Going far?
Monte Carlo.
Oh, that's too hot for me. This is as far south as I dare go.
Oh, you drove from England in this?
From Paris. That's where I live.
Oh, how nice.
Hortense Pemberton. Perhaps you've heard of my late husband, Willoughby Pemberton, the novelist.
Haven't we all? I'm Simon Templar. Oh, darling, this is Mrs. Pemberton.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do?
I've seen your face before. Actress?
No.
All you young girls look alike these days, like poppies in a field. And just as pretty. You've picked a winner, you know.
Yes, that's what I always say, don't I, Puppet?
Whenever you're ready, madame.
Oh, just a little longer. I get so tired sitting, I've a touch of arthritis.
Again, I will try your taxi, monsieur.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, taxi, where to?
The railway station in Porcel.
Oh, I'm staying in Porcel.
Really?
Yes, I'll take you. Never mind the taxi.
Oh, how kind of you.
Oh, that's selfish, really. I love having young people around me. Now, do get in, my dears. I know it's unforgivably nosy of me, but I can't help wondering what a splendid couple like you were doing staying at a place like that. And with so little luggage.
Shall we tell her, darling? We're eloping.
Oh, bravo, well done.
Oh.
Where is he?
Who, monsieur?
The man and the woman. You know I mean.
They have gone, monsieur.
When?
About 5 minutes.
Where?
Porcel, I think, in a Rolls Royce with an English lady.
I knew it was something like that. There's a certain electricity between you, quite unmistakable. Oh, you must be so happy.
Very.
Some men have the knack of bringing us so thrillingly alive, haven't they? Willoughby was always able to rouse the Eve in me, right to the end. Oh, what is it, young man?
My future father-in-law in hot pursuit.
We'll shake the old spoilsport, don't you worry. Faster, Claude, faster! What smashing fun.
Went off to Porcel in a Rolls Royce.
What have they done?
There was a murder in the Flying Club last night. We believe they know something about it.
He's gaining. Faster, Claude, faster!
Can't we get to Porcel down a side road?
Oh, indeed we can. Claude, take the next turning. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What time does your train go?
10:24.
Oh, you've plenty of time. Claude will take you to the station.
Oh, you're very kind.
Oh, nonsense, my dear. Come in and see the house.
We'd love to.
Good. It belongs to Count Vialma. He loans it to me when he's in the Caribbean. He's a sweet man. Now, do come and sit down, dear.
Thank you.
I'm afraid the maid's off, but do let me make you a cup of tea.
Oh, don't bother, please.
Oh, no bother. People may laugh, but there's nothing like tea for protecting the system. The British character's weaned on it, I say.
Quite right. I'd love a cup.
Good. You've got to make it properly, though.
May I trouble you?
No trouble at all. Isn't this nice here?
Yes. Now, Now, how do you like your tea?
Milk, no sugar.
You know, I can't understand why your father's against your marrying.
Well, I think you had better explain, dear.
My father is a very rich man.
In transport, you know.
Oh, yeah. Simon has never had a job in his life. And my father didn't want him to live on my money.
Oh, but how unkind. Now, Willoughby lived off me for 40 years, and we were blissful all the time. How do you like your tea, Mr. Templar?
Just milk.
Just milk. You staying anywhere special on the Riviera?
Monte Carlo. Adana has distant relations there.
Oh, I adore Monte Carlo. But it's not as it used to be 30 years ago. Oh, do have some cake. You know, there are no standards anymore. It used to be so that no decent hotel would let you inside the dining room and let you dress. And Willoughby and I dressed for dinner every night of our lives.
Oh, clumsy.
Oh, now, that'll stain your coat, my dear. Now, let me...
Just a touch too much chloral hydrate in the tea. But congratulations, you are as smooth as silk.
Oh, not quite smooth enough, I'm afraid. Evidently, I underestimated your powers.
Do you do this often?
It's quite a good living, actually.
You're a professional.
Ever since I worked for the French resistance during the war, I found that my talent for intrigue almost exactly matched my contempt for politicians. Besides, it's an interest in life. I shall be 68 next month.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Come on,
you.
darling. Won't stay for the birthday cake. There's probably arsenic in it.
Drop it!
I suggest the simplest thing would be to continue our interrupted cup-off. You'll probably have a slight headache afterwards, but nothing serious. And by that time, we shall be far away.
The police. They're coming in.
Open the door, Claude.
Excuse me, madame, that is your car outside?
Yes.
I understand you have a ride to a young couple from the garage near Etienne.
There they are.
Coming into Avignon.
Right on time.
What will you do after tomorrow?
No particular plans.
Will we see you?
I hope so. By the way, where are the jewels?
Under the seat. You could have taken them any time, couldn't you?
Yes.
Why didn't you?
I made a promise to your husband.
You always keep your promises.
Sometimes, to my surprise, yes. Here we are.
I was wrong about you, Simon. I'm sorry.
Did you say Salep will be waiting in the car?
Worried about something, Saleb?
No, sir. You are driving very skillfully.
Why did the king want us to cover the last bit by road?
He was concerned that the mainline stations would be watched.
It's them.
got my wife back, and I'm about to get my country back. Thank you, Mr. Templar, very much.
And from me, too.
You're welcome.
And now, if you would excuse us, the Major and I have some plans to go over. You will dine with us tonight, Mr. Templar. We shall celebrate. Come, Ramon.
You have my thanks, too.
Well, I was paid for the job.
But not for what you taught me about honesty and dignity. I've learned a lot, and I'm very grateful.
Your Majesty, you are every inch a queen.